Word up, y'all. This is the bloodvile channel, and seems like the day's been going pretty quick. Kind of flashed. I had kind of a rough day. I bit into a sandwich, and you ever had that where your cheek kind of gets pinched in where your food was, and I bit my right cheek a little bit. I don't know if you can tell if it's swollen or what, but it's right about there. I can feel it, kind of raw, and I did a little bit of my pet shop work today, and it kind of made me feel a little sick afterwards. I don't know if it's a mixture of the summer air or what. I was kind of hacking up some stuff and felt better after that, you know. But you know how it is when the weather changes, you start to feel kind of under the weather and shit. And that's the kind of day I had so far. And you know, some of you people probably wonder what the hell this channel's really all about. And you know, I'm trying to bring something kind of new. I was kind of changing themes up a little bit, get people more interested. It doesn't seem like there's too many people even find this fucking channel. I'm trying to break away from what people consider the normal channel, though. Give you the feeling that you don't know what to expect. I've been on this YouTube for about a year, maybe less than a year, making videos, but I was part of YouTube before that. I always wanted to have a chance to be able to do this, and now I finally get my shot. You know, I'm a fan of certain channels. I like watching, you know, the Amazing Atheist's channel. I still do. Um, you know, you got the Saturday Night Films with Cody Weber. Anything that's good. You know, if there are people that keep producing on a weekly, sometimes 2 to 3 or one time a week, that's pretty good. You know, Ray William Johnson, of course, everyone knows him. You know, these are the channels I watch. But you got to bring something original, and no one really gives a shit. You know, the camera keeps on trying to black out on me. Some of the people that were doing shit maybe like a year back haven't really been doing a whole lot, and other people are still carrying on. But if you knew this channel from the very beginning, you'll find that some of the new videos I added had contradictory statements. Of course, I wasn't acting myself, so that's kind of a clue to people that are like, hey, what the fuck is this guy talking about? First he talked about Mothman, seeing Mothman, and now he's saying Mothman doesn't exist and all this other shit. But what I'm really doing, I'm leaving up to the viewer to choose what they want to believe, because that's all you can do anyway. And if I made it confusing, oh well, I don't give a shit, because if they really do see Mothman, they're gonna be confused anyway. That's the way I look at the shit. But gotta eat some food here real quick. Yeah, I've been doing all my regular shit. Haven't had as much time to enjoy some of the things I've been doing, but still listening to all the music I listen to, and you can probably barely hear what's in the background here, and that's kind of on purpose, because how much freedom do you have to play what you want? As soon as they know what you fucking play, they want to give you shit about it. But yeah, you know, if you watch some of my videos, you might think I'm a kind of a lunatic, but I'm really just trying to bring something new to the table. You know, I think videos that are boring, you know, you want to get attention. You want to have a lot of angles. You know, it's just kind of the only thing I feel like I'm lacking in this area is enough cool things to do. There used to be cool things in this town. town's dying. Then I'm thinking, man, what could I record next? I mean, back in the day, there used to play a place called the Coliseum, guys, and there's a bowling alley, all these arcade games. You could have fun there. I would have, if it was still there, I would have cammed myself in there just having a good time, but fucking place has been flattened out a long time ago. And I remember one time we went with my friends and we had a whole bag of quarters because I remember we always wanted to go up there, but before we actually had jobs, we could only get so many quarters and it wasn't worth it. So after a while of working, that was one of the things we did. We were like, hey, man, we got all the quarters we need. Let's go up there and just have a great time. We went up there and it demolished, and it was just nothing but concrete slabs. And now they built a Target there. But isn't that kind of strange? You don't find as many places to go to video arcades and play video games. I know that the answer would be, oh, home systems are so good now, there's no real reason to go these places. But I wonder if it helped the economy. You know, they're always talking about this economy's lagging. Don't you think that having arcades where people could take whatever's left over from their lunch money after they eat something in these malls, you know, shuffle some coins in there and have a good time? That, I know it all works on electricity though, but still, there had, you know, some of this shit, people were in lines for hours. I mean, it had to be making some money. It's funny how the 80s, you look back and you're like, man, this seemed kind of more exciting. But yeah, what was I gonna say? Kind of losing my train of thought. It is pretty early here in the morning, and of course, the longer I make this video, the longer it's gonna take to upload. But yeah, you know, you can always, you know, don't take it too hard if I deny some people some friendships. But really, you know, I look at compatibility. You know, some of these people came to my channel, and the music they had, like, featured on their channel, showing some of what they liked. I felt like if I was in a taxi cab with you, and if that's the channel that I'd have to hear just a few blocks, I'd probably want to get out. So that's probably why I denied you, you know. And you can always subscribe though. If you can always subscribe. You know, when I find a video I like, I usually say I like this video, and it goes out to everyone that's on my subscription list. So you don't have to friendship me to know what I'm up to. I try to put it out there, you know. Sometimes I'll even send it to Twitter. You can find me in Twitter, bloodvile13. That's what my name is in Twitter. I'll send videos there. Sometimes I'll leave little tweets too. Kind of pointless though. You know, it's almost meaningless in a world this big. Almost everything is becoming meaningless though. I mean, I know that human life is celebrated amongst us humans, and we cherish it, especially family. We look after family, and we're so concerned all the time. But with it being so big and such a chaotic thing, and how there's really no support from the so-called new kings of this time period that are so hidden, you never even hear about who's really controlling the ball game. Of course, they got their little puppet show. That's all I have to say about it. You know, to me, it's just a bunch of cold-blooded aristocracy hidden in the underground, or the hidden royal tents, or whatever they are. You know, I guess they could only lead so well. I don't know. I think I would have done everything different. If I was the new king of this time period, I would have made some policies work. I certainly would have made this country benefit economically, doing almost anything, even things that people wouldn't consider. And the other countries that want to do this trade agreement crap, my whole thing would be this: you give us what we can't get for ourselves, we'll give you shit that you've never even dreamed of before, and we trade that back and forth. And then they'd be like, wow, we really like what you had, we want to buy more, if you know what I'm trying to say. And then they would have shit that we don't normally get, and I'd be like, hey, bring a truckload of that shit over here and we'll put it on the market and sell that, raise the economy up. If you want the economy to do better and you want people to buy things, you got to bring new things to the ball game. You got to bring something that they could enjoy. And I think equality in the workplace, equality. And when I say equality, I mean the top leaders that walk around with their costumes on with a little badge. That shouldn't be all there is. They should be required to get in there and get their elbows and their hands dirty when shit doesn't work right, especially when they plan it. Like, say they make a work schedule. If the shit doesn't go right, they keep putting some guy in, doesn't show up on a certain day, they should have to fill in the blanks. That's the way I look at it. And, if you look at the 80s, I look at the model of the workplace, really did seem that, 5 days a week, off on the weekends. Now, what was wrong with that? What the fuck was wrong with that? Seems like that is not a theme anymore. Seems like the chaos and the unstructuring and this bullshit with starting a holiday right after one ends. Terrible garbage. Not if people don't have fucking money, why would you do that? Why would you fucking end one holiday and start another one right away? And then they pre-prepare. They pre-prepare 4 months in advance just for Halloween. They already got the candy in the back room. What, are they afraid that the candy's going to go up in price and they can't bring it in when it's supposed to be fresh? I just don't get it. They're over emphasizing and dragging all the small people in that aren't benefiting, making them bust their ass even harder for things that don't matter. Because it's all a guessing game to them. Even though every year is exactly the circle, same fucking loop, same farmer's almanac, same constellational star system. But no, they want to act like some new trend is just going to take off, and we don't have 100% of everything. If that one little thing that we wanted to sell 1,000% of in the margin, and we can't have any errors, then we have to make turtles carry pianos on our backs down sewers. It's ridiculous. They should really know the ball game. There should be a solid marketing strategy. You want people to fucking buy something, commercializing was the right way. But the way they're doing these erratic, abstract, bullshit, subliminal commercials, it's no wonder people don't know what the fuck they want. You just put a sign with the fucking name of what the product is. Show someone enjoying the fucking product. If you want to, let's give an example. Let's say, like these little chocolate zebras. Let's say I had a certain brand name of them, like Super Royal Extra Zebra Chocolates. They're delicious. I'm just making a brand up. And then have it flash across the scene, big words right across the scene, right across your screen, Then show me eating it. That's good. I can't get enough of it. That's all you gotta do. And if you see an idiot like me eating a cookie over and over and over again, and I seem happy and healthy and wise, who's to say I'm wrong? And I bet you all those stores would get it in. And then all the people that watch TV, they get brainwashed. It doesn't have to be subliminal. It could be right in their face. Maybe use a certain color and then have the sign with a certain color so when they walk through the market, they see the same color they saw on the screen. They get a mouth-watering taste for chocolate something, and